Shabbat Shalom and welcome to Parshat Tetzaveh and this week's 3-2-1. That's 3 comments on the Parsha in 2 minutes with 1 insight. This week we get the details of the garb of the Kohen Gadol. There was a very elaborate outfit, and there is one verse basically which lets us know about a small piece but gives us no information. The Torah tells us, and you'll build a place for the urrim and thummim. The urrim and thummim, what on earth are they? In fact, that's the first comment, is we know nothing. It just tells us where to put them, but it doesn't tell us what they are, how they're used, what their purpose is. Then the second is what the rabbis understood, is that the urrim and thummim were some sort of elaborate system of casting lots, of divining the future by using these tools and understanding what they mean to uncover God's plan for the future. And the third comment is the specific way that one set of commentators understood that the Urim and Thummim were not actually devices, but they were a mental state, a spiritual state. And that when the Jewish people were at war and in crisis, they had a tool. The high priest could put on the high priest garments and stand before the Holy of Holies. And then their king or general would stand behind the high priest and ask in their mind the question for which they needed to know. Should we advance? Should we retreat? Should we attack? Whatever the question is. And then if the Ruach HaKodesh, if the Holy Spirit was present, the breastplate, which was worn here and had 12 precious gems representing each of the tribes, the gems would light up in a certain pattern and give the answer to the question to the high priest, who would then share it with the general or king, and they would know what to do next. It is by far the most fanciful understanding imaginable. It feels like something out of a sci-fi movie, not the way we normally practice our Judaism. Which leads, I think, to the insight. Why is this so bizarre? Why is this so mysterious? Because what it's trying to do is so core to our humanity and so hard to hold on to, which is, can we see ourselves as part of God's plan? It taps into the core of what we worry about day by day, in and out. Are we making the right choices? Is the direction I'm choosing for my life what God, the divinity, the creator of all, wants for me? And we want so much to have a clear answer that we're willing to imagine or rely on this magic. The truth is, the only magic we have is what's inside of us. Can we listen and hear or see the light up of our soul? Can we see the way when we feel connected, when we feel Ruach HaKodesh, the Spirit of God? The Urim and the Thummim are a challenge to each of us, to remember that when we are most lost, there really and truly is a plan for us. There is things we can do, purpose and possibility. The only question is, can we find a way to tap into it? Can we find a way to live our life, remembering that we, each and every one of us, are created in the image of God and with the purpose of making this world more God's world, more perfect, the kind of world we can be proud of. Shabbat Shalom.